Yeah, I have a friend who's got a library box. Dan Lyons, good buddy of mine. He built a box for books.
That's
out
great.
front.
Very cool. Yeah, people stop by, check it out.
It's got snow on it right now.
Yeah, Mark. So you're going to try to do something.
Yeah.
That hasn't really been done before.
Well, it's the
number
one.
Predict.
It's our number one question.
It is.
And we can't do it for every school in the state. I'm sorry about that. But let's start with the biggest school district in the state. The question is, now we know the East Mountain schools are canceled, right? For APS.
Right. Yeah.
But will the APS proper see effectively a snow day? Let's break it down here. We're going to give you a percentage on what we think is going to happen here. So we break it down into about 4 different things. First of all, are we going to have snow overnight? The answer is yes, sort of in this case. The west side has the best chance because of the gusty east winds. Will we see 1 to 3 inches on the ground? In most areas, we likely will not see up to 3 inches on the ground, but we'll have at least a dusting to 1 inch or 2 in most areas. Now, are the roads icy? Yeah, they're going to have a chance to be somewhat icy, but for the most part, most of our snow has fallen when it's warm enough, so we're going to go with no on that. But here's the thing, and this is a big deal. What's the weather wild card here, and do we have one? The answer is yes, in a huge way. We have very, very windy conditions coming in from the east here, and it's going to be throughout the night tonight. That could do a variety of things. Maybe give us a little bit of that snow on the west side, while the east side could just see a ton of wind. But it's that wild card that has pushed us to a chance for snow and a chance for cancellation at about 40%, below 50% on whether you're going to see a cancellation. I know. I can hear the boos.
A lot of groans out there.
Okay, now let's break down why, and we'll give you an idea of what we're looking at. This is going to be close, and this is a great example right here. We've got the gusty east winds going. Notice what's going on in western Bernalillo County. As we get rid of those gusty winds, the snow is setting up right now as we speak. So what we've got to watch here is the battle between the snow hole and the snow, which is developing just to our west. So throughout the night tonight, we're going to see more snow develop as the next system drops down here. But for now, what we're seeing is some heavy snow developing and really stayed in place across places like Tucumcari and across the east side of the state here. Current weather warnings out there. Obviously, winter storm warnings across the east and across the west, including the metro. We have winter weather advisories. Here's the big issue in the city. We're at 34 degrees, still fairly mild. You're not going to have icy roads with that. With east winds at 30, gusting to 39, we will transition in to some cooler temperatures out there. To give you an idea, across the east, temps are a bit cooler, so we'll see things cool down throughout the night tonight as this second piece of storm system drops in. But you can see the main focus for the heavy snow, East Mountains, where we've already had the cancellation, out across the east side of the state. So you guys in, like, say, Roswell, definitely looking at a better chance to see, of course, a snow day. So here's the overall setup. Cold air continues to set up to our east. Now, earlier in the day, we had piece number 1 of this system come in. That gave us the snow in the metro. Really, we started with mixes, and then as the cool air came in, we started to see things, of course, change over to snow. Then we're going to get for tonight is mainly all snow across the area, but the big problem here in the metro is the combination of gusty winds and that snow. So how windy will it get? Meteorologist John Smith has more on that and what it's going to mean for the snow hole.
Yeah, the wind's going to be a huge issue through the overnight hours, especially for the eastern part of the city. As we take a look at those wind gusts through the overnight hours, we're already going to be at a 40-mile-per-hour wind gust by around midnight. We're already seeing winds close to that right now. As we go through the overnight hours, our precip chances actually get better. If we took the wind out and that wasn't a factor at all, we'd actually be looking at a pretty good shot at snow through the entire overnight period. But the winds are the big issue. Around 6 a.m. tomorrow, we'll top out at around 55 miles per hour, and by mid-morning, we'll continue to deal with those gusty winds, but by late morning, if those winds can come down, we will have a shot at getting a little bit more snow on the back end of that storm system, Mark.
Yeah, John, but you mentioned it. It's a very, very good point, which is the worst wind goes ahead and it matches up with us at the same time as the best precip chances. So let's go across the area here, give you an idea of what we expect. Across the west side of the state, snow showers tonight, light accumulations, 4 to 8 inches of snow in the San Juans and cooler for tomorrow. Over the northern mountains, we'll fill in with some more snow tonight. At the resorts, 6 to 12 inches of snow, and we could see up to a foot along those east-facing slopes. Continue to watch I-25 and the I-40 corridors across the east tonight. Snow will continue, but the heaviest snow shifts south during the day tomorrow. Metro area, the big story, obviously the wind, but if you get out into the east mountains, we could see 6+ inches of total snow accumulation, and across the southeast, you guys are mainly looking at snow late tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. Let's go quickly region by region, and we're going to haul through these just so you get an idea of your temperatures. 20s and 30s across southern Colorado with those clearing skies. Northwest skies will clear throughout the day tomorrow as well. Temperatures just topping out in the 30s. Partly cloudy, spot showers, but a better chance for showers around Alamogordo and Las Cruces tomorrow. Southeast, you guys are in it to win it late tonight and throughout the day tomorrow with snow. Northeast, morning snow, and then things will begin to quiet down. The farther south you go, the better chance for snow later in the day. Northern mountains, snow throughout the morning hours, and then things quiet down. East mountains, same deal. We'll get that chance of snow through the morning hours, and then that starts to go away. And in the metro, the big story, the wind and the battle between the wind and the snow. I do think the wind's going to end up pushing that snow out to the west side. And the question is that enough to get a cancellation?
The kids with fingers crossed for a
Yes.
snow day. Thanks, Mark.